Bro, if you're using n8n and you're not even using the code block, I have no idea what you're doing. But you're lucky today, because I love coding, but I don't really know how to code. And I'm just going to show you how I do it, because I don't know, it's cool like doing stuff that you don't know how to do. So as you can see in this workflow in specific, I use like 1, 2, 4, 4. I use 4 code blocks over here, as you can see. And yeah, as I mentioned, I have no idea how to code. I'm going to show you exactly the process that I go over. I even made this little flow over here so I can remember what I want to say and remember what I gotta show you. So here, first things first, I use AI, but it's not just going to ChatGPT and say, make me this code, because I used to do that when I started using the code block and it never worked, and I would like try the code and it wouldn't work. They would try again and it wouldn't work, and the AI was just going to mess up everything, because there are some foundations that you need to follow in order to do the code. And I'm going to show you right here. So let's go. So you see over here, I picked 2 models. These are my, hold on, actually 3. The models that I use for coding, ChatGPT and Claude. DeepSeek I used once, and it got right the first try. So ChatGPT sometimes does some mistakes, but I think it's most my fault. And Claude doesn't usually make mistakes. So I'd say that Claude's better than ChatGPT, but sometimes ChatGPT does a little bit better than the Claude. So I use both alternately. Yeah, I switch between them. And there's also DeepSeek. I only used once, and it nailed it. So that's what I have to say. Another thing, I use 3 of them because of the API limit thing, the token limit that I can only use because I don't pay $20 for OpenAI. I just use the free plan because that's enough for me. That's plenty. So what I do is I use ChatGPT. So if I run out of credits, I go to Claude, then I go to DeepSeek. Basically, this is what I do. So let's go right into it. I'm going to show you this flow that I made in order to explain what I want to do. So I took a little piece of this one. I'm going to explain you how it works. It's right over here. So this is an Apify API call that's going to download YouTube URLs. So it's a scraper that goes into a YouTube channel and gives me all the URLs. And this one over here scrapes the information from the video itself. But the thing is, you have to put the URLs inside of the API call so you can get all the videos. In this case, I got 471 videos from one channel, and I want to put inside of here. But the problem is, in order to do that, it needs to be in the correct format. I'm even going to delete this because I'm going to show you the format, but it's basically curly brackets, and then I put like URL, and then I put the little thing, this, damn it. And then I put this, and then I type the URL over here. So it's URL and also method, and I put this, and it's get. This is the structure that I gotta follow in order to use the API. But the problem is, I have 471 videos, which means that I have to format all the 471 properly in order to put inside of the API call. And this is why I made this code over here. Basically what it is going to do, I asked GPT to take the code, and then it's going to count how many entries are in here. And then it's going to format exactly in the format that I want. So I'll give you a show over here. I'm going to just execute this so you can see what it looks like. It's going to fail on this one because I didn't set it up. Okay, so we're going to download the run, and you can see here in the JSON scheme. Yeah, over here. So you can see the video stuff over here, then I have the second video, the third video, and it's just a lot of videos. And I cannot just take this and put inside of the thing. I have to format inside to the API call. This just filters. This is just a filter that I made to only get the information that I want. I just want the URLs and the titles, and we gotta send over here. So what are we going to do? We're gonna do it live. We're going live, chat. So you see that I already done it. This is the thing that I've done. Let me see here. This is the format that I want. I'm just going to copy this so I can send to ChatGPT. Actually, I'm going to copy this one. I will show you a little bit of the conversation so you can have an idea. So what I say, I need an n8n code for code node. Oh, before anything else, do not use regular ChatGPT. Come here and explore GPTs, and I want you to look for Code GPT. This one is specifically for coding, JavaScript, and Python. And this one is n8n Assistant. This one is trained on n8n data, and this one is trained on just basically coding. But both of them, they work pretty fine for coding for n8n. Let's go. I'm gonna explain the prompt. I need an n8n code for a code node. You gotta specify what type of code you want, because n8n have a different input format. It's not just regular code. n8n has its own code translation thing that they only accept the node if it is properly formatted for n8n. So you gotta mention, I want n8n code for a code node. If you don't specify that you want a code node, it might not understand exactly and just mess it up. So I always say n8n code node. After that, I need the code to take the input that can range from any number, but mainly 1 to 100 items. I misspelled items, sorry. So basically, that's what I said. I have a certain amount of URLs, and I want to put the URLs inside of an API call. What we're going to do over here, we are going to mention to the AI what we want. So I want to get this list of URLs, and I want to put them inside of an API call. I mentioned that a little bit in the bottom, but in summary, I want to get this, and I want you to count how many entries is inside of here, and I want you to structure a JSON array in this specific format that I'm asking for. So I shared the format, which is this one over here, URL, link, method, get. All I want you to do is take the URLs and put inside of this thing over here and count how many URLs we have so we can properly format it. The input comes from a loop over items nodes. This is important. I always mention what is the input, what is the output of the node that is going to be inputting inside of the code node. Why I do this? Because this is going to give more context to the assistant. So the assistant has an idea of, okay, this node structures data in this way, and this node needs data structured in this way. So it's just going to take 1, 2, and just connect them together. Always mention where is the data coming from. After that, I give a sample of the JSON object. So the AI has exactly, it has a picture of what is it working with. Always show what the input looks like. And I come here, I shared a little bit of my JSON, just a little snippet so it's not too long, and I just need the code to take this and turn into the API call format I need to nest in a single call. Then GPT came here and made the code for me. And it didn't work because I didn't specify exactly what I wanted. As you can see here, I tested the code, it didn't work. It showed me an output, but yeah, this was not what I got. Then I shared, we have a problem. Instead of outputting one single item with all the structured links, I got this. Basically what it done, it did the correct structure, but n8n reads JSON. Every time that you output JSON, it reads the JSON output. So even though it was right, n8n thought it was an n8n object and not a structured thing that I'm asking the AI to make. Do I have to say over here that it didn't work? And then it gave me another code, and this one didn't work as well, because this time it actually worked, but the problem is that it created this object over here, requests with this array inside, and I did not want this array to be inside of an object. And then I just mentioned, this is not what I was expecting. I need a formatted text output. This is the API call format, so that I can just paste it with all the items in a single object. Got it. And then it fixed the code, and this code actually worked. Expected output, and then all I've done was come here, copy the code, and I went over there and just pasted it. Did it work? Oh no, we had a problem. Okay, same thing that I mentioned before. The thing is nested over here. I just mentioned, please do not do that again. And yeah, this is the code that actually worked. So I just came here, copy, go back into n8n, just paste the code inside of here, and now if I plug it here, okay, it might not work because this code was made to handle 100 items because the original flow, it splits in 100, but let's see how it goes. It works. So now, as you can see over here, this is exactly what I asked for, the formatting. And now that it's in the format that I asked for, I can just come here and I can paste this inside of my API call. So I just come here and JSON format text. If you watch here we go. URL method. Then we have the comma URL method. And I have 471 videos formatted neatly inside of an API call that I can just use for scraping my data. And yeah, this is how I use codes in n8n. And this is how you should be using codes if you don't know how to code. If you know how to code, that's interesting, but AI is just so quick that I really want to learn how to code, but yeah, whatever. If you have any questions, anything that you want me to clarify, if you have any questions about n8n or any other flow that you just need some assistance, just drop in the comments. I'd be more than happy just to help you make a video to explain how to do the thing for you. And yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching, and I hope you can make nice automations to your codes. Bye bye!